Here is a bombshell story. Donald Trump has a hotel in Azerbaijan that is just about done. It's called the Trump International Hotel and Tower in Baku. And Donald Trump's FEC financial disclosure report showed that he's already earned almost $3 million from this project that I'm showing you if you're watching along with me. Ivanka Trump, Trump's daughter, has visited the building and posted about it on Instagram. She posted a video about, oh, she's just so excited about it. There's an Azerbaijani lawyer involved with the project who said that the Trump organization has been very hands-on with this project, right, down to the smallest details. And now the building is in the final stages of construction. It even has furniture inside, according to some reports. But it hasn't opened, right? Why hasn't it opened? I think you're going to like this. When Donald Trump won the election, he shut the whole thing down because he thought that having his name on the building might look sort of shady. Why would it look shady, you might ask? Because Donald Trump had been developing the property in partnership with Azerbaijan's power family, the Mammadovs. Here's Ivanka Trump with one of the family members for our television and YouTube audience. The Mammadovs are notorious for exploiting Azerbaijani politicians for personal gain. And this is where it gets very interesting. Pat just put a seatbelt on. He's ready to go with this. This Mammadov family has close ties to the Iranian Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, which is an extremist militia in Iran that enforces Islamic law in the country. It's one of the most extreme factions, okay? This was the same group, the IRGC, that was controlling the construction of Donald Trump's hotel in Azerbaijan. And Jessica Tillipman, who's an expert on anti-government corruption at George Washington University Law School, said, quote, "The entire Baku deal is a giant red flag. The direct involvement of foreign government officials and their relatives in Azerbaijan with ties to the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. Corruption warning signs are rarely more obvious. The IRGC helps finance Iran's nuclear weapons program. The IRGC trained terrorist organizations like Hezbollah, things that Donald Trump's White House claims to be against. And this is where, I mean, I know I say this too much. You can't write this stuff. The White House, the Trump White House, is currently trying to classify the IRGC as a terrorist organization. Okay, let's step back for a second here. To sum it up, Donald Trump was indirectly working with a group to build his building in Azerbaijan, which is a group that the White House considers to be a terrorist organization. But in fairness to Trump, he did sort of accidentally admit to Hugh Hewitt on his radio show that he had never heard of the Quds forces, who are the sort of special ops unit of the IRGC. Maybe it's ignorance rather than corruption. Here's a reminder of that.
Are you familiar with General Soleimani?
Yes. Go ahead. Give me a little. Go ahead. Tell me.
Yeah, he runs the Quds forces.
Yes. Okay. Right.
Do you expect
and I
his
think the
behavior?
Kurds, by the way, have been horribly mistreated by us.
No, not the Kurds. The Quds forces, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard's Quds forces.
Right. So our president has done business with a corrupt family that deals with terrorists, but he may be so ignorant of world affairs that he might not even have known that at the time. I'm not sure which of these ideas is scarier, that there's possible completely rampant corruption with terrorist groups or the definitive ignorance that Donald Trump has demonstrated time and again. It's things like this that would leave a distinct, long-lasting stain on any other presidency, Pat. But somehow with Trump, because it's 20 scandals a week, this isn't even being mentioned by many programs and media outlets.
But let's distract from this. The Kurds have been treated so unfairly.
Yes, absolutely. Who brought up the Kurds? Doesn't matter. Trump wants to talk about the Kurds. He heard Quds, doesn't know what that is, but Kurds, it sounds similar. Maybe he can repeat a talking point he got off of Fox and Friends and probably misunderstood off of Fox and Friends. Absolutely and utterly stunning. Send me your thoughts about this. I'm on Twitter at @DPakman. The show is on Twitter at David Pakman Show. We'll be back after this.